Hey there, it's Kay, and thank you so much for joining me for today's budgeting video where I'm going to be going over Paycheck 2 and Paycheck 3 for January 2022, and although it's going to be a twofer, it should go relatively quickly. The second half of my paycheck usually isn't intense or anything, so I'm going to open up and get started. And I do just want to say thank you guys so much. I have been starting to feel a little better in this absence I've been taking from YouTube, just taking time to focus on myself, getting some health stuff and other stuff taken care of. I even got a new job, which is really exciting, and that's going to be why February's budget is going to be pushed back a little bit, because with my new wage and stuff and how my expenses are going to change, I need to factor that in, scrap my old budget, and start over. So there's an update, but again, thank you guys so much for continuing to support me on my journey, even in my absence. It's just really inspiring to see you guys continuing to join in and those who have been here continuing to stay with me. So thank you guys so much. If you hear beeping and machine and crunching noises in the back, we just had a blizzard this weekend and they're doing snow cleanup, so I apologize, but that's what's going on there. So I did forecast this budget in my Paycheck 1 budget. I did get my tuition reimbursement a little earlier than I expected. I was actually expecting to get it in February, but I got it in. So I took black. I actually want to get blue for the actual numbers. All right, so I got blue here. So I'm going to be writing all of the actual values in blue so that when I look at the budget and the actual, it's very distinct with the differences. Despite there being columns, I still like having color to help with that. So good news on this paycheck. I did get paid more than I expected. I had budgeted $900 of hourly income and I got $1,112. And then I also got my tuition reimbursement, which is $1109.95. And so let me have my calculator and let me total these up. $222,195. Basically 2222. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that down. So I had 222,195, and my rent and utilities unfortunately are higher than I budgeted for because of my utilities. I do normally group them together in the same payment because they are paid on the same account. So my utilities were higher because we had a string of days that were below 0 degrees, so I needed to turn my heat on so my pipes didn't freeze. And normally I never turn my heat on except for, extreme winter conditions. So I did get a hefty heat bill. So that pushed me for rent and utilities combined to be at $915. So $15 more than I budgeted for. So I'm going to subtract the 915 here, $1,306.95. Now, I didn't budget for it because I wasn't expecting to have to put away this tuition money just yet. But my tuition money is going to go back into my school sinking fund. So that's going to be the $1109.95. And we're going to skip the variable expenses because I'm not planning to add anything to those. So I'm going to take the 1306, bring it up here. And then we're going to take out the $1109.95 that I got to put back in savings. It's going to leave us with $197. So I have $1109.95. and that's gonna leave 197. I don't know why I wrote this in black and now it's bothering me, because black is for budgeted. All right, so 1109.95. And what am I gonna do with that 197? I'm gonna be putting that towards extra debt payments, which I didn't budget for on this paycheck, but it's gonna go in now. So the loan that I was trying to pay off in entirety this month was my Nelnet F, and we need to go back and see what I did on paycheck 1. So I paid $705 into Nelnet F, and I believe the goal was like $880 something, $867, and I paid $705 already. So I need to pay $162 to finish that off. So I'm going to do that on this paycheck. So $197 in, I need $162 to finish off Nelnet F. Then that means Nelnet F will be paid off this second paycheck, and I can go ahead and jump into Nelnet B a little bit early, which is awesome. So 197 minus 162 is like what, 35? I'm gonna do it on the calculator because I don't trust my brain. It is 35. Cool. So that's going to zero out the budget there. The only variance, major variances come in from my income being in surplus from what I budgeted for, is a deficit from my rent being over, and then a deficit because I wasn't expecting to save this up front, and then paying extra into my debt. So I'm not going to go into the variances. I'm just going to scratch that out on my own time. Move into paycheck number 3. So paycheck number 3 is interesting because I was planning to split this paycheck between January and February. So half of this paycheck is January paycheck 3. The other half is going to be February paycheck number 1. And I did estimate that I get an $800 paycheck, so that half of that would be $400. But I did get sick. I was out on COVID leave, and my testing took longer than my COVID pay. So I did lose out on a little bit of money from not being able to work. So I only got $617. So out of that, I'm going to take $300 for this paycheck budget. And I have no fixed expenses to pay out of this pay period because after paycheck 2, they were all done. Not putting anything into variable expenses, and I'm not going to be putting anything into savings. That one came out very wiggly. It's okay. And I guess the original monthly plan when I worked it out was where I was going to be paying off F and starting B, which I did on the second paycheck, which is okay that I did it a little out of order. I'm not going to have to put anything into Nelnet F because that was paid off paycheck 2, which means this entire $300 sum is going to go directly into Nelnet B to give me a really good start to February. And that's just going to zero out the budget right there. Pretty simple. Pretty easy. I did want to make this a little quick because I'm a little out of practice with filming and like talking to the camera and stuff, and I feel kind of like nervous about it, which is probably why I'm talking super duper fast. I'm sorry about that. But there was paycheck 2 and 3, and despite some of the setbacks here, everything is still looking really good. I'm already ahead on my debt payoff plan, which is really, really good. So next up, I will give you guys my debt update, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you made it to the end of the video, I want to thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm going to give you a thumbs up. I hope you like to give me a thumbs up down below, and also subscribe to follow me on my journey if you're not already doing so. If you like my budget printables and you want some for yourself, they're available on my Etsy shop, which is K Planner Printables. And if you just like general planning content, I do have an Instagram account, which is K Budget Plans, where I do post more general happy planning content. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you down in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out.